So now for the superficial back muscles, now we're below those four muscles. We're in the intermediate layer, and this is where serratus posterior sits. So a lot of people, you may be familiar with serratus anterior, but because there is an anterior, there usually is an equivalent posterior muscle. So this is serratus posterior. And basically you have a superior and inferior portion of the muscle, as you can see here. The serratus posterior superior, its origin is on the nuchal ligament in the cervical spine region and C7 to T3 spinous process. The inferior originates at T11 to L2 spinous processes. Then it's going to insert to the ribs. So the superior portion, it inserts to ribs 2 through 5, and the inferior portion, it inserts through ribs 9 through 12, as you can see here on the model. The serratus posterior, both superior and inferior portions are innervated by the ventral or anterior rami of corresponding levels. So the superior T1 through T4 and the inferior T9 through T12. And this is the fun fact about the serratus posterior, is that it is a muscle that typically is not covered widely in curriculums. I did not really know about the serratus posterior until I got to my graduate program. So in the textbooks, it will say that the superior portion will elevate the ribs, the inferior portion will pull down the ribs or depress the ribs. But in reality, it's not conclusive of what this muscle actually does or contributes to as far as movement. It's not really thought to have that much of a respiratory role in some of the literature because it has not been shown to be hypertrophied in conditions where breathing or respiration becomes a little bit harder, as in COPD, and because of that, it's not thought to be part or have a role in respiration. A lot of times these muscles are very, very small when you look at it in a cadaver. Oftentimes it's so thin, it's been reported to be even like 1 to 2 millimeters in thickness. So because of this, it's not going to be a force generating muscle as we originally thought. And because muscles do have some type of purpose, it is thought to be more proprioceptive in nature and maybe give a lot of feedback or sensory information based off of where the ribs are in space. So that is the fun fact of serratus posterior. It's not really a muscle that produces a lot of force. It's still relatively unknown as to what it actually does. But it is a muscle that is on the backside and part of the intermediate layer of your extrinsic back muscles. Hopefully you can use this information and apply it to your training, your clinical practice or coaching practice. And if you like this video, hit the like button below, subscribe to my channel. If you have any questions or feedback, drop it in the comments below. And stay tuned for more anatomy videos in the future. Aloha.